Oh man, exams are finally over and it's Christmas time. Now I can finally rest. Do a Dark Souls challenge run. Why would I? Cause why not? Okay, fair enough. Let me check my runs checklist. We have strength run, another strength run, another strength run, sorcery and pyromancy runs. I'll do sorcery. But sorcery is pretty OP, don't do it. It is not that OP. One-shotting the final boss at New Game Plus 7 is very OP. Okay, so I will do a pyromancy run. Pyromancy is even more broken. Come on, dude, why is that? Why? It is not that broken. You can one-shot the final boss of the TLC at level 1. How is that not broken? Okay, so enlighten me. What the hell do I do? I don't know. Maybe beat the game with sorcery at level 1? You can do that. Yes, you can. No, you can't. I said you can. And I said you can't. Then beat the game with the weakest sorcery. But, well, that is a good idea. So can you beat Dark Souls with the weakest sorcery, Solaro? The challenge by creating our character and naming him Cutie Batuti. Look at him, isn't he very cute? And we pick the sorcerer class for the first copy of Solaro and the master key for the gift, and we start the game. I wonder if doing this challenge run is the worst decision of my life.
Yes, indeed.
Well, thank you for that. In the Undead Asylum, we take our flasks, we take our catalyst, kill the Asylum demon and leave it because this place stinks. After taking our abnormally huge taxi to Lodren, we start the run. So while we are taking our goodies, let me break down the rules very quickly. Rule number 1. Obviously, I can only deal damage using Soul Arrow. There is only one exception, but I will go over that in a minute. Rule number 2. No summons are allowed. Rule number 3. We can only get 4 copies of Soul Arrow per playthrough. So if I die 4 times, the run is over. I guess the run was not that hard, so I just did that. And the final rule, I must beat all bosses. After gathering all the goodies in Fairlink Shrine and around it, we take our second copy of Soul Arrow from Record of Venham. Let's take a real quick test our damage. Well, that leaves a lot to be desired. Anyway, after shooting the Titan demon 46 bloody times, we gotta make a very hard choice. Sorry, but I needed you, Christopher Torius. I don't want to pay you 20,000 souls, and this run is pretty souls hungry. I don't care whatsoever. I joined the Forest Hunter Covenant after that. Got the stone armor because I hate Heaven's armor and I am not an NPC. I pushed Shiva's bodyguard over a ledge. Shiva was very sad, so he jumped over a ledge and ended it all. Anyway, I made my way to Fairlink Shrine and I saw a very large nest. So like any normal human being, I crawled up like an egg. And suddenly, our massive taxi took me back to the Undead Asylum. I parried the Black Knight into oblivion and took the rusted iron ring for Blight Town. Anyway, back in the Undead Burg, I killed the Undead Merchant for the key to free Greggs. Wait, not this Greggs. This Greggs. In any case, after making my way back to the Firelink Shrine, I bought our third copy of Solaro, the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring to boost our sorcery, and killed Greggs because I need the Slumber Dragon Crest Ring for later. Suck on that, Greggs. Who is the better sorcerer now? Time for our first real boss of the run, the Gargoyles. Surprisingly, they did not go down that easily. You would expect me being over level and having all this stuff. I will kill them fast, but no. My damage sucked. So Soul Arrow sucks, don't ever use it again. I got fried like a chicken, but I will take the first try. The fight was not very hard, and I rang the first bell. After that, I homeward bound to Fairlink Shrine and went to the catacombs? Don't worry, this detour will make sense in a minute. After I showed off my very impressive speedrunner techniques, I fought Pinwheel. He put up a bit of a fight, I can't lie. My damage sucked, and I am very low in level. He deals a lot of damage at this point, so this was a recipe for disaster. But I did not die to him, because if I died to him, I would just delete the game. After taking the first try, I made my way to the shithole, aka Tomb of the Giants. Can anyone tell me why the hell is this place darker than the abyss itself? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Anyway, I took the coveted silver serpent ring and got the hell out of this place, and I am never going back here. Well, I will go back here for Nito, but it's not like I will die here and lose one of my lives. That is not a possibility. So I made my way back to Firelink Shrine and went to Blighttown. I skipped Cabra Demon and the Gaping Dragon for now because I have the Master Key, but don't worry, I'm coming back for them. Blighttown was very uneventful. I blitzed through because fuck Blighttown. And Quailag. I stunlocked her into oblivion. If you didn't know, if you hit her human part, she gets staggered and you deal more damage. And you can change this reaction from sorcery and bows and crossbows. So it was very easy to do it. I didn't think I would pull it off first try. But I will take the first try any day of the week. In any case, we ring the second bell and ceaseless discharge is ceaseless discharge. I can fight him normally, but why? His fight sucks. It is not engaging at all. He looks like shit. His hitboxes are shit. So I just take the cheese and got the hell out of Blighttown. But before I Orlando, I need to get the Crown of Dusk. It gives you more magic damage, but you get more magic damage. I'm going for a glass cannon build right now, and it is perfect. And it's also a part of the DLC setup, so just get it out of the way right now. So we kill the Hydra, kill the Golem, summon the lady, get her crown, and time for Sin's Fortress. I skipped everything. I just freed Logan, and I fought the Iron Golem. He was very easy, I won't lie. I did not manage to knock him off the edge, but does it really matter? Like, by the time he stood up again, half of his health bar was already gone, and overall he is not that hard. So we kill him the first try, like any other boss at this point, and we go to Orlando. What a beautiful sight. I really wish that this is not an illusion created by a fanboy. It would be a very big shame. Again, we just skip everything and right to Ornstein and Small. And surprisingly, the fight was very easy. I just took my time in phase 1, and yes, I don't know how that whiffed, but I won't question it. And phase 2, let's say I just cheesed him. After beating them, we admire an amazing chest before shooting it because we know this is an illusion created by a fanboy and not a real amazing chest. Back in Firelink Shrine, I saw a very big snake, so I said hi to it, and it swallowed me. Well, I guess that is a thing that happens every day in your life. In any case, we bless the Lord Vessel and take our last copy of Soul Arrow from Logan in Firelink Shrine. Then we go to Blighttown. On our way, we bully the Cabra Demon. I just love seeing this guy getting humbled. And we also bully the Gaping Dragon on our way. Now time for the Lost Izalith boss gauntlet. Starting with the Demon Fire Sage, who is just the Asylum Demon, but on fire and also weak to fire. Don't ask me how. Don't be fooled by the Centipede Demon and how intimidating he looks. Once you make it to the platform on the right, he is just an easy boss. Okay, can we talk about the Bit of Chaos? Like, seriously, who thought a Mario boss in a Dark Souls game would be a good idea, where parkour is already very stupid and very weak? I died 2 times to the Bit of Chaos, and that's saying, like, I did not die to Ornstein and Small. So Bit of Chaos just took 2 of my life, like, that's very stupid. And for what? Because I could not make a goddamn jump. In any case, I beat him on my 3rd try, and I was very pissed off at this point because this stupid boss took 2 of my lives, and now I am feeling very nervous because some of the hardest bosses are just coming right now. Anyway, I made my way back to Undead Asylum because I have some unfinished business with this demon with a big booty who just fell very easily. Like he is just the demon fire stage, but without fire. They are the same boss, but with a different arena. Yeah, time for the Duke's Archives. I wanna kill myself. I made my way very slowly, and when I say very slowly, I mean very slowly, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes just before the scripted sealed death. And no, I am not counting this as a death. This is a very intended death. Yeah, you can skip it, but I mean this is not intentional, so I won't escape this death and I will not count it on my lives too. Yeah, do you remember when I said that there is only one exception for the first rule, that I cannot deal any damage but with Soul Arrow? Well, that's it. For some goddamn reason, Soul Arrow can't hit the Snake Man, so I just bugged him with my stick. Now time for See the Scaleless. A magical dragon with the weakest sorcery that deals magic damage. I am sure that will go well. You know what? The damage is not that bad. For the magical dragon, only using one of the weakest sorceries in the game, that only deals magic damage. Yeah, I am happy with that. I really like this damage. It took a hot minute, but nonetheless, Sith fell down to his defeat. And time. After reloading the area, I claimed my prize, Logan's Catalyst. It does not deal the most damage, but it does not have your casts. So, for the amount of casts you can get, it deals the most damage theoretically. And this is very important for future fights. For the DLC, I am sure that will go well. Okay, the Sanctuary Guardian is not that tanky, and he does not resist magic that much. What? How bad could that be? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. This is the weakest boss of the DLC, and by a lot. That is a problem. Well, anyway, I beat him on my first attempt. He is not that hard to. Like, he is the start of the DLC. But I am not very hopeful of what's to come. I took a detour just to find my teacher, Holo. Well, it doesn't really matter. I really needed that stuff for some fights. Well, like any normal adult, I was very scared for Torius, and instead of facing my problems, I did the only logical thing. I ran away from my problems and dealt with anything else. So I took a detour to Gwendolyn. My damage was pretty amazing for a boss that is magical, and he fell shortly after. I'm sorry, Persella, but you had to go for the sake of killing all the bosses. Hey, do you wanna see something very funny? Yeah, I lost the last life I have. I only have one life. If I lost it, I would lose that challenge. Well, that is not cool at all. Well, at least Gravelord Nido was not very hard. I was dealing a lot of damage, and if you hug his body, only his miasma attack can hurt you. And you know what? I'll just tank it. I have a lot of vigor. Seth fell very easily. I was in fact dealing so much damage, I did not see her nimbing at all. Okay, time to stop avoiding responsibilities and actually fight Artorias. I won't lie, this was probably the hardest fight by far. My damage is very bad. He has very high resistance, he is not an easy boss, and his windows to attack are very minimum and very short. Also, he deals a fuck ton amount of damage, and I could not knock him out of his buffing routine, which made things even worse. He beat the shit out of me, but at least I came out on top and I took the first attempt. Okay, let's talk about Manus. His health is absolutely huge. His magic resistance is so goddamn high. My damage, it is not even yellow, like not even close to yellow. And my health, yes, is high, but his health is even higher. It hits like a goddamn truck. Okay, let's talk about Manus. He is the hardest fight so far and it is not even close. He deals so much damage, his health is so goddamn high, and he has so much magic resistance. My damage is so low I could not even see the bar moving. I did not know if I could win. Honestly, I didn't know if I could win. My damage was so low, but I had 120 casts. I missed some shots. I hit him for some stability damage. But I'll just let the clip play for itself. As I'm making my way to the Four Kings, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you like to see me doing more Dark Souls challenge runs or you just love seeing me suffer. The Four Kings are just a DPS check. I did not have very high hopes for this fight because you know I'm doing magic damage, they do magic damage and they are very resistant to magic. But I was pleasantly surprised with the damage. So I managed to win it first try. Okay, Calamite was like the same as Manus. He has less health, he has more magic resistance, but my damage was very close to my damage to Manus, so I knew I could pull it off first try. And that's what I did. And here's the Tower's Demon, just for the sake of completion. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight. He is a very hard boss, isn't he? No, he is not. Just bury him, you can also face tank him, and it is not even hard. So I'll just let the fight play. Thank you for watching, and just a reminder, never use Soul Arrow.
And craft serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness. Let true dark be cast upon the world.